Oh, nice.
He's going to be our set PA. More of a camera PA than anything, I think. But
How did you know?
he came to a signing here at the Monster Museum.
Oh, that's cool.
And then he's in film school, and he takes it very serious.
That's awesome. Film school here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
No, if you want to come out to Sin City Horror Fest, we'll have tickets for you. All right, we should be live on YouTube.
Cool. Going live. Going live. Sculpting zombies. Zombies. I think that tomorrow is my last day sculpting zombies.
Nice. How many do we have now?
I've lost count. Yeah.
Because you had some before, too,
Yeah,
right?
I got piles, so we got a lot of zombies. Like, I think we're going to have more makeups than we have zombies.
Right.
So that's okay. That's a good thing. I can't wait to have them all around, just pre-painting everything. It's going to be great.
Can I use this?
Yeah, that's real hard. I would cut some crap.
That's
Here's a wire that you can cut off that block.
Well, good morning. It's been we haven't done one of these in like a month, I feel like, right?
Yeah, I mean, we did last week,
Yeah.
but from our comfort of our own homes.
Yeah. In the meantime, I feel like ever since we've done these, I've been more artistic at home with my son. And
Really?
sculpting. Yeah, it's like it reignited, which I'm grateful for because I love doing this shit. And it's working fine. You remember that you gave us all those Jason masks for his birthday, which, you know, they had fun, they drew all over them. But we ended up having extras, and so we were sitting around. I was like, well, I want to play some clay and kind of make some fun Jason masks. So maybe we've been doing that, and that's been
awesome.
a ton of fun. So thank you for that.
Maybe he's a little mask maker in the making.
Yeah, he loves art stuff. So, and his mom is very talented artist as well. So hope he enjoys art stuff. That's been fun.
Frankenstein Lover says he enjoys this channel on YouTube.
Awesome. Is he on Creepy Popcorn or is he on the Monster Museum Network? Awesome.
Also, let me see if I can figure this out. I put
I mean,
up
if your handle is Frankenstein Lover, you're in the right spot.
That's right.
Just gonna go out on a limb and say you're in the right spot.
I gotta pull up a picture of my. So I'm gonna try and sculpt a version of my Vegas Vicious from Sin City Horror Fest.
Awesome.
What are you working on today?
I am sculpting a zombie that will be the figures people bought with our crowdfunding campaign. We have you can buy mini bust or you can buy a resin statue figure.
Okay.
And they've been a hot seller. And so this is an actor named Bobby Bainfield that we work with often. And so I'm going to sculpt this zombie on Bobby, and then we are going to put him in the makeup. We're going to scan him in a cool pose, and then create those resin figures. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Before we get going on the movie, so it'll be done, and people can reap their rewards before we get shooting, and then they'll be stoked. So that's what we're.
I love that people are gonna be able to get some rewards before.
Oh yeah.
So cool.
Like there's been T-shirt sales. We've been selling T-shirts, and they'll get those much before we shoot. We've got the mini busts that are coming. We've already started making those. So we are definitely getting those perks out so people are excited and happy that they get what they paid for, right? But also they can tell everybody like how cool this movie is. And,
Yeah.
And how cool the perks have been, and you know, help it spread like the virus that it is.
I did put up on the bottom of the screen, if everybody's watching on YouTube, there is the link to the crowdfunding site.
Creepy crowdfunding has been a success. This is a crowdfunding website that Mike built, and my wife helps him with certain stuff of it, but really it's all you. And it has like gangbusters. I mean,
yeah, it's done better than I mean, I hope for it, but it's like, it's always, I feel like you're better at this than I am, or maybe you hide it better, but like, it's so nervous, you know?
I don't get nervous.
Yeah.
I'm zero nervous. We are yin and yang in that, like, I don't even know what that means. And sometimes I have to stop myself and ask my loved ones, I'm like, so is that what nervous is? Like, what are they worried about?
What I was worried about, it's funny because most of it is not worth being nervous over. You know, if I logically think about it, because really the thing I was just nervous about was like, oh man, are we gonna put all this together, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're sitting here with $1.
Well, that didn't happen.
Yeah,
that didn't happen. It worked like gangbusters, man, and it's. I am so humbled and honored, and I say it every time I talk about this. Just can't believe the amount of people and the support that came out to be a part of this, and how much they love it. You know, it's I've got one woman, Lisa Kinzer, who has bought roles. She's bought producing credits. She's bought T-shirts. She's bought, you know, like she keeps coming back for more,
so
like
cool.
Weekly allowance on creepy crowdfunding.
Thank you, Lisa.
And I appreciate it. I am stoked. I feel honored and humbled, and like I do tell people a lot of times that I don't get nervous. I don't really know what that's like, but I definitely get the thrill of like, whoa, it's working, you know.
So when we launched this, you know, we're doing all the work of launching it. You didn't really care. I mean, you weren't thinking about like, what if we launch it and no one?
Well, there's two things that I can tell you about when we launched this. Number one, I was doing something absolutely insane that most humans don't do, which is building a theme park attraction in my backyard and bringing it to Indiana. We launched like the day I got to Indiana to do the hardest work I've ever done in my life. And that says a lot because I've worked my butt off. But, so there wasn't any time to be nervous about
it was very low
imaginary money being handed to us to make a movie because we want to make a movie.
Right.
But on top of that, no, you're the one that told me this is gonna work. You're like, if it works for anyone, it's gonna work for you. You and your team are so sought after. You and your team have your shit together. People want to work with you guys. This is gonna work. If we did this with anyone, we're gonna do it with you. Those are your words.
Yeah.
So then I said,
that's
okay.
why I was nervous. Like, I don't want to be full of shit. I mean, I did believe it. I wouldn't just go blow smoke at people's asses for fun because I'm bored. But then, you know, it's like once it's time to do it, it's like...
It's like the end of Fanboys. Like, have you ever seen the movie Fanboys?
Oh, yeah.
At the end, they're like, what if it sucks? You're like, what? After all this, all these live streams, all these zombies we sculpted, what if it doesn't work? No, it never crossed my mind that it wouldn't work. What I never, in my wildest dreams, expected was to, like, just...
Yeah.
And then we were on the phone once, and you're like, well, this is when the low hits, and this is normal, it's going to hit right. It didn't. Yeah. And it just kept climbing. Yeah. I mean, if anything, the low happened 2 days ago when I stopped posting about it because I was like, I don't know what else to say right now, guys. We're doing great. But then we got new perks, and I posted the new perks, and boom, 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 boom. People are buying tombstones with their name on them, and I'll tell you what, that was so cool because I came in here to make some tombstones. I just came here to make them.
Yeah.
And as I was making some tombstones, I started thinking about my buddy Dave, who would have killed to be in this movie, or be part of this movie. And he would have been a huge part of it if he was here. He loved... This guy, like, everybody loves zombies. Dave actually loves zombies. Dave loved zombies before it was cool to love zombies. Dave was the biggest zombie fan I've ever met. There wasn't a zombie movie that he didn't know, love, know all the insides and outsides about. Didn't matter what budget level. And I was making these tombstones, and I was like, I'm gonna put his name on this tombstone. And then I started telling this story because I do a daily video, and so I'm doing the daily. I'm talking about Dave, and I'm like, this is fucking cool because there is no putting Dave in my movie. He's dead.
Yeah.
But having his tombstone in the movie, he would want nothing
Yeah.
more. You know.
That's fucking awesome.
And I do believe that if he was here, he would have and you know, I've said it before. Like, you wrote this script, you never met David Corsilli. Kayla met him once, but you never met this guy. If you did, you love him. But like the truest horror fan of horror fans, and you wrote this role for the best friend, who's the hype guy named Dave. And like when I read that script, I was like, oh, that is Dave. Like, that's my Dave.
That's awesome.
But you don't know that Dave.
Yeah.
And so casting the role, I really made sure that AJ, who we've cast to play Dave, understood who David Corsilli was, and can bring a piece of him to the set. You know, and, I think it's so cool.
It's amazing.
And for some of our other friends that did know Dave, and in the horror, he is very known in the horror community. They're gonna see that and know that, hey, we did this for him. But what I was trying to say is, we made this new perk of like selling tombstones because I was like, oh, this is a cool idea. But as I started doing it and started announcing it, like, this is a really cool idea.
Yeah.
And I've seen it done on other crowdfunding campaigns. I've seen other people put your name on a tombstone or put your name on the missing poster wall or whatever. But there's just something cool. This is where I live in my own world, and I believe our own ethos is like cooler than every other ethos. Because as I'm doing, I'm like, no, this is fucking rad. I'm carving these pieces of art with people's name. I'm not just painting it on with a black marker. Like, we are doing something cool, and this set is gonna look so rad with these names that are real, you know?
Yeah.
And then boom, 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 they start selling, and people are excited. I got this guy, man, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he watches the YouTube channel, and he wants him and his girlfriend both on these tombstones next to each other in the graveyard as the camera pans out. He's like, is it possible to ensure that they're next to each other? I was like, absolutely. Like, why? Of course, you know? And it's just super important to him, too. Like, he's, like, really, really
what a fun
excited
thing
about this.
to
And
have to do.
yeah, I just love that people have come out of the woodwork and they're happy to be part of this. And I'm happy to make this movie.
Vampire Kingdom says, hi everyone, how's it going? And where there's a will, there's a way.
So,
There's definitely will. We got more will than most people.
hello, vampire. So how do you keep track? How are you keeping track of all that? Because this is doing this version. I know you worked on the Mahal's movies and stuff, but now doing this versus all your other movies, you know, there is this whole other thing you kind of have to plan for. How does that, like, you know, with the perks and the different actors and even the tombstones, it's like it's an added element.
Yeah.
How do you does that? You feel okay with it? Like, it doesn't. It's not something extra that you're.
Well, we've done exactly what we set out to do, which was we're not adding characters that aren't already in the movie. You know what I mean? Sure, they're not written with lines and dialogue and this and that because I don't know who's playing them yet.
Sure.
But those characters, the two people that get killed by Lars, they're in the script. Like, they're getting killed by Lars, so I need to cast the roles. Now I just have a name to put on the call sheet. You know, Marcus is a guy that gets killed by Lars, and there's another one I can't remember his name. What is it? Ryan. So you know, I that's who's on the call sheet for that shot and that scene, and like, I don't feel like we have not gotten to the point where like we're adding chaos to set, which I have worked for other productions that were crowdfunded, and it is just chaos because it's like nobody knows who's who. I know every one of these people already, and even though I've never met Francine, I know which zombie Francine is and what she's doing on camera. Where we're really short, and I think I want to talk to you about this. Think about running like a sale or something, or a special, or
Yeah.
we don't have any of the cheapo background zombies. Like, I need guys in the back milling about that will never see, guys, girls, you know, dummies. I need milling about
Yeah.
background folks on Wednesday the 15th and Thursday the 16th. And I don't have
We
them.
don't have any of them yet.
We only have heroes and feature, which is cool, but I mean, I could throw some of the heroes in the background,
Yeah.
but I want 100 zombies, you know,
Yeah.
like, so I will be bringing
Yeah. Let's
tons
run.
of tons of extra clothing and stuff, and I will potentially just be putting crew member Noah. You're going in the back. Clap the slate.
I'll
Get
go-
in the
I'll
back.
go in the back.
You know, because we need. I mean, like, and we're in the desert, so this is wide open spaces.
Yeah.
I want random guy that didn't find the, like, the party goers are getting feasted on, and I want that guy, he didn't go the right way because his legs don't work, you know?
Right.
So these guys are just they're just slow zombies, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I in my storyboards, in my mind, I have a lot of stuff that's not, like, I need more. I need more. The party goers, we are set, honestly. If we continue to sell party goers, it's great. If you want to join the party, Pete, you know why they like the party? Because you can see their face.
Yeah.
And they get to spend time with Ginger Lynn. Like, Ginger Lynn is the queen of the party. So, it's pretty rad. And then we have some cool star cameos coming out. Plan 10 star cameos. Caleb Emerson's going to be in the party.
Nice.
John Carius is
Caleb
going to be in the
is
party.
great, man.
John
John.
Carey's coming out?
Yeah.
Aw.
And, you know, we got a bunch of weirdos and goofs to be in the
Yeah.
party, and it's going to be awesome. But we definitely could use background zombies. Skinny, tall background zombies. If you're skinny and tall,
So what is it right now? I can't remember what our price is for the background zombie.
500, I think.
And
I'm thinking about going 250 with it, or it's 200, maybe 200.
well, and we haven't sold any of those,
None.
so then that way it's not like shitty for somebody for one different.
Yeah, then we don't have to refund. I didn't think about that. So yeah, let's change the price on it for a limited time, but maybe for the whole time. We'll go 200. I think 200.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That'll cover a mask and a wardrobe for each one. You know, that's cool. Because that's kind of also how I planned on doing this. Like, the guys that get killed by Lars, they paid for Lars. Like, that's how I paid his rate and his plane ticket.
Yeah, yeah.
The guys that, and that's why this works so well. The dudes that get killed by Ginger, they paid for Ginger, you know, and she had given me a really nice favor rate, but now she gets her real rate. You know what I'm saying? Which she deserves every bit of, because she is a fucking champion.
You guys, you've worked with her on how
Yeah.
many movies?
Two that, and I've worked with her on several movies, but 2 films that I directed that she's been, and I absolutely love Ginger. I don't know anybody that doesn't, really.
Yeah, what do we got left? Like, we got like 10 days left on the campaign.
Yeah, I think it's 10 days on the campaign left.
How many Blu-rays have you
A
sold?
lot. Lots of Blu-rays, lots of the mini busts.
The minibus are cool. I wish we had one here that we could show right now. You
Yeah.
said you've printed some.
Yeah,
right?
they're in the Alien Museum. Unless Chris took them.
Have you done a post with them yet?
If you wanted to go grab one, you can also give me some. Oh, it's over here. He rinse it out though. Gross. There you go, Brad.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm excited about these busts. I'm excited about everything. I can't wait to see all of it.
I love the perk stuff because it's forced us to make merchandise so quickly too, you know?
Well, the thing about all this too, I know we talked about it, but I can't not talk about this enough, I don't think, is that like, what's so cool about it is that having merchandise for your film markets your film.
Yeah.
Like, in a way that, like, these movies are they're all so small, there's so many movies, that it's just so easy to get lost out in the world of everything.
Yeah.
And what makes our movies have a real chance, you know, in our real world, is that fans like them and have them. So if you're a collector, you know, like having the Blu-ray on your shelf, or you might, you know, share it with a friend, it's like, that stuff matters a lot.
I did a podcast. I did a podcast earlier this week. I do them all the time. So I have a rule that I don't turn down somebody's podcast. I don't care the size of their following. Because if I can gain one fan out of that podcast, even if it's the podcaster himself, it's worth it to me.
Yeah.
Because that means they'll watch Teddy Told Me To, they'll watch Nameless, they'll watch my movie. And so I did a podcast with this really cool guy. It's called Chewing the Rag.
Oh.
And he's out of New York or somewhere on the East Coast. And he didn't just talk about my movies, but he also talked about my band. He was really well versed in who I was.
That's cool.
And I love that. But he is a big collector. Like you behind him, he had all of his figures and busts and stuff. He had like a pretty cool collection. And he talked about he works in a factory and like the guys couldn't believe that he goes and buys toys on the weekend. Like, they just didn't see that from him, you know. And he's like, you don't really know me. But he said it. He's like, I'll buy one of those busts. He's like, that is so cool, you know. And I thought that's awesome because that's who this is for, you know. Like the collectors, the guys that.
And then being able to ship them out, and then, you know, if anyone gets them, sharing them on their social media, it just helps share word of mouth about the movie in a way that's not just somebody, you know, saying, oh, I like that movie. Because I think that helps a lot because it just helps it stick. You know, it's like, it's very hard
to market.
Get market.
Oh man, marketing has been Plan 10's hardest struggle. You know,
and you do a lot.
We make a good product.
You work hard at it.
We make a good product, a good enough. Listen, my movies aren't for everybody. Hello, My Name Is Gacy came out this week.
I watched Hello, My Name Is Gacy.
It's a little weird, huh? That's one of the weirdest Tom Devlin movies you'll ever see.
It's.
Did you watch the whole thing or just?
Yeah. Okay. I put it on. We were talking. I think like the day it came out, and I had like the kind of work where I could like.
Because you don't always get around to watching stuff.
No, because I'm so like. I'm still, you know, with the film festival, with everything else, even with work, it's like 90% of the time I'm watching stuff. You know, like I love horror, but I don't want it to be the only thing I ever watch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, when I get a time to decompress and lay down in bed at night, it's honestly sort of like, you know, unless my wife, you know, there's a movie that we want to watch together. It's just not, you know, I watch true crime documentaries.
Hello, My Name Is Gacy is not the movie your wife wants to watch. But maybe she likes true crime. I mean, it's not a horror movie, really. It's a biopic of sorts. But the thing is it's, for anybody that doesn't know, I made this weird movie called Hello, My Name Is Gacy. It came out on Tubi last week. It took me 15 years to make the movie.
Right.
It has been the wildest ride. I made it with some of my best friends. John Carius, who has been in a lot of Plan 10 movies. We were extras on the TV show Prison Break on season 3, I think, or season 4, I can't remember. But while we were on set as extras, I would sneak a little Sony HDV camera into the set. And then on lunch break or when it was slow time, we would sneak off to other branches of the prison and shoot our own movie. And to the point that I had him almost naked in the shower at one point.
I was wanting, when I was watching it, I that's all I could think about was the location.
I had him jerking off in the jail cell. Like, I mean, it was in the Whittier Children's Prison that is used mostly for filming now. It's not really an active prison anymore. But it was a juvenile detention center in Whittier, California. But we were there for about a month. So we just helped ourselves to making our own movie, which is highly illegal. Like this is before cell phone cameras, really. So like now you can't even bring an iPhone onto those sets because of spoilers and leaks. We're talking about Prison Break had like huge arcs and like spoilers.
And no one was paying close enough attention that you brought a camera in.
Right, and it was like a HDV camera.
Right.
But I would sneak it in my bag.
There's not really a good reason to have. Like,
right. So, man, I remember wanting so bad to get this one shot that I couldn't. All of us were sitting.
That is fucking awesome. Oh, God.
That one, the chin's a little off on, but.
Oh, that's so cool, man. Man, that came out even better than.
Isn't it awesome?
Dude,
look at the bass. I love the bass.
I'll make sure that I did get a good shot of that to quit to my camera.
Hanson and Nightmare Christina joined us.
Oh man, Nightmare. Let me see this. On which one?
Yours.
Look at this, guys.
So cool.
Nightmare Christie's gonna have to have one of these because she collects.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was so funny. This one shot I wanted to get for Gacy that I couldn't. I wanted to have John. There was all these vatos, like real prison dudes, that do extra work now because you can do that when you get out of jail. And all these guys had been on Mayans and the Sons of Anarchy, and I was listening to their stories. And I was just, oh God, it was so cool. And there's this one guy. I wish John Karras was watching this live. There was this one guy that would make these donkey noises on purpose. And we had been on other sets with these guys, because I'll tell you the truth, every time I was cast as an extra, I was either a prisoner or a carnival freak. So, like I was on Heroes in the Carney stuff a lot. And always, I was a prisoner in any show that there's prison. CSI Miami, NCIS, Prison Break. You got a jail, that Mark Paul Gosselaar lawyer thing. I was on the prison bus. Like you got a prison. I'm your guy, and that's what tattoos get you in Hollywood. So, in 2009, but what I was saying was, oh, the donkey guy, and he would make these sounds. Like I can't do it, but it sounded like a real ass donkey. And then another guy would do a donkey call. Like this is like a prison thing. And
it is?
Yeah. And so there was one day, John was wearing coveralls that were down, and he had a wife beater on. Because we weren't always in the same outfit. We weren't always in the same jail cell. They would just move us around as prisoners. And I just wanted him to walk. We're all sitting on this grassy field eating lunch out of bags. And I wanted him to walk past all the vatos, like behind him, while they were doing these donkey noises. And I wanted him to donkey noise right back and look at one of them. And I know the guy I know exactly. He knows. John knows exactly what I'm talking about too. But I just thought it would be so awesome. But I couldn't pull the camera out because the AD was there the whole time, and I was just like, man, you gotta walk behind them. And like,
you're just sorry to cut you off because it just hit me that you weren't running makeup on.
No, I was an extra.
You're an extra. Like
I was an extra. I was getting paid $60 a day to be there.
God, that's crazy. Man.
So the both of us. And I was like, man, I just wanted him to like walk behind that guy, and when he made the donkey noise, look at him like John Wayne Gacy would, like, hey baby, and then give him like a donkey noise right back. Oh, it would have been so funny. We didn't get it. So anyway, the movie never got made, never got finished. I moved to Florida, things happened, and then we made Las Vegas Frankenstein. And John came out here, and we had so much freaking fun.
John is so awesome.
That in between making Las Vegas Frankenstein and the premiere, I came up with the rest of Hello, My Name is Gacy. I shot all of John Ward's stuff, most of it, and then John came out for the Las Vegas Frankenstein premiere, stayed at my house for 2 days, and we finished the whole movie. And Kayla got to be Lady Gacy.
Yeah. I saw the movie. I saw Lady Gacy.
Lady Gacy.
That's amazing.
She has signed autographs as Lady Gacy. She's got a beautiful 8x10.
I love it.
The Juggalo.
Whenever I see you in a movie, it just makes me smile so much.
Makes you smile because you know she didn't want to do it.
Yeah, but you're such a sport. Like you just come in and you do great at it. It's like I admire you. I love it. I think it's amazing.
You could just tell that Tom was like, no, you have to do this.
Because in most scenarios, if it's like, your guys are working relationship, it's like, yeah, I'm going to put her in my movie. She's going to be like in the background, maybe taking an order, maybe like a receptionist, just something very vanilla. It's like, will you be Miss Gacy? And they're like,
Lady
You
Casey.
have Mason. You put the makeup on too, right? When you dance. I mean,
I was
it's.
supposed to just
I made
have
her
a
up.
picture of me somewhere with some flowers,
Yeah.
and then I get in the car and I was like, just so you know, I think I'm gonna put you in the makeup.
Yeah, it was just supposed to be her as a lady, as Marilyn Myers, John Wayne Gacy's real life wife. That's all it was supposed to be. But then I was like, I think we gotta do the clown makeup, which makes no sense. But our whole movie makes no sense.
Yeah,
And
it's like a fever dream. Which that's what it is.
It is a
right?
fever dream
Yeah.
because when they put Gacy to death, it took him like 12 minutes to die. He didn't die from the lethal injection correctly. They had to re-administer it. It didn't work. So the whole movie takes place during that nonsense. You want to hear the craziest thing about John Wayne Gacy? So they saved his brain afterwards to try to like analyze it and try to figure out why he ticked the way he ticked.
Yeah.
But it just ended up in a closet. And then the Kardashians went and visited his brain, and like
What?
Chloe got to touch it.
That's true.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's fucking weird.
That's nobody does that. Nobody's doing it.
What do you? So is it? What do you mean it's in a club? Like at like some research facility? And
Yeah,
they
it's just
found out about
no.
it?
Actually, this woman in Chicago owns it now.
Just bought it.
Well, she was the scientist that was gonna research it.
Oh.
She never did, and she retired. And her
So like
brain
when she
is
quit,
just
did
like
anybody get
at her
Gacy's
house.
brain from her? No. Like,
no, she took it home with her, and then she showed it to the Kardashians one time on the show. Like it's so weird. Kane Hodder has a painting done by John Wayne Gacy. I tried very hard to make it apparent that I was not hero worshiping a killer. That I
Yeah,
don't
it's-
think anything he did was acceptable or okay. And I hope that comes off in the movie because I just don't want people to think I'm making light of a situation that.
Yeah, it does. I don't think that it's because I'll be honest with you. Like I watch all. I love true crime. I don't know why. I think there's something
Because
wrong
it's a
with
weird,
us.
addictive thing
Yeah,
that we all
we
have.
like it.
But
But-
why are we like that?
I don't
It's
know.
so weird because
it's
I watch,
so normal too.
I watch it all the time, and I'm like, this is disgusting.
Do you get through like? Because I go through these phases where it's like I'm like I can't wait to lay down and watch it. Like it's so comforting. But then also I go through these phases where like I'll be in the middle of one and I'm like,
I gotta turn it off.
ugh. Yeah. Just
I
like,
do the same thing.
And,
But I didn't used to be like that. So I
I
used to
didn't either.
really love serial killer stuff. But now I have kids and stuff. That's why, like, I don't want to hero worship the Gacy thing because I look at it a lot differently. When I started that movie, I was 23 years old.
right.
When I finished, maybe a little bit older, 25. When I finished that movie, I was 45, and or 44, and I think about it very differently than when I started.
Would have been a much different movie.
Because
if you
even
finished it.
even back then, like I used to sell Halloween masks, and I used to sell a Gacy Halloween mask,
Yeah.
which I think is super tasteless, and I would never do that now.
Yeah, because I'm glad you brought because I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I'm not trying to shame anyone, but like there is this culture of people that collect
Serial killer stuff.
serial killer.
Like I said,
action figures.
Kane
masks.
Hodder has a painting from John Gacy. I think just because it's rare. I don't think
Yeah.
he's like hero worshiping a killer. But you know.
Yeah, it's just I have the same thing where like I'm like I just.
But I definitely have like a fascination for Manson. There's a real interesting thing about Charles Manson because he didn't actually kill anybody. Not for positive, and but he spent his entire life in jail. Like they were hiding something. There's something to be said for that. And I don't know. John Gacy's different though. He as
Wasn't there a
Eileen Deed
conspiracy
said in our
around-
movie, he's a despicable man.
Isn't there a conspiracy around Gacy now?
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
been like surfacing that maybe he was like there was like some child trafficking with the mafia or something. I saw something somewhere, and I know that anyone can make
I mean
anything
that
up.
that could be
every
very
day.
true though. I mean
But yeah,
being in
there's-
Chicago in the unions and stuff, like
Yeah, there was something
That's what
I
he was
saw
part of.
somewhere.
I also did try to do my research with the movie, so it's fairly accurate. Like even though it's a fever dream and it's weird, we tried to include, the unions trying to shut him down with his construction work, and the mafia was involved with that. We tried I tried to include as much as I could that made some kind of Gacy history sense, but I also just didn't want to.
Yeah. No,
Anyway, I'm glad you watched it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's
I enjoyed it.
something very weird. What I can say, and John will say, is I am so proud that we finished that movie that we started so many years ago in such a funny, weird way that it actually got done is amazing. And to watch him age 15 years in the process is pretty cool because Gacy was on death row for 15 years. So it's got kind of a cool finish to it.
I'm going to show you this real fast question.
So what I'm thinking of with this one, I don't know, sculpting it, obviously, but it's like, I was going to start doing detail. Do you think I need to keep building it up, though?
I would definitely build up that chin, bring it out a little further.
Okay.
And I would bring the eyebrows out a little further.
Keep adding to it.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, because I don't know what we're going to do with this, but then as I'm building it, I was like, how do I maybe make a mask of it that I can wear at the
I think
film
it would be
festival
cool to make a mask.
to have,
Even just to have on the table,
yeah, or even like a bust. I've also, that's leading me into now, we talked 100 times about the 3D printing.
Yes.
I think I'm ready to buy one.
Good.
I know you had said I could borrow.
You're welcome to borrow one of my Marses if you want.
What is it? What is Elegoo? That's what you
Elegoo
guys
Mars,
do?
yeah.
And I want to get what you guys get.
I'm going to buy another one of the big ones. I'm selling my filament printer, and I'm going to buy a big Elegoo Saturn.
What size, what's the biggest thing you could sculpt there to print in the big one that you're going to get? Let's say it was this, 2 pieces, 3 pieces?
I just split them in half.
But it could.
You could probably, you might be able to print by itself, or just skin the back of its head off, and then print it. But I printed that Herman Mustard bust on it.
Okay, in just one piece.
2 pieces, front and back.
So, face up? Because these print differently, right? Is that what you're telling me? It's like a...
So it's like, these are attached to a plate, and they dip in, and it, photo lights, and then it comes up. So it just builds it from the bottom layer up. So when you print this full head on that, it's the same thing. Your head and your shoulders are on the plate, and it's exactly like this. It just dips it in.
Okay.
So, it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
We've had some really good luck with the 3D printing lately, and I mean this feels legit. That is a nice piece.
Really cool.
Steve Hansen says the bus looks awesome. And halfway to Halloween festival says awesome looking killer.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll have to check. Yeah. The one that you said I could borrow, it's
Yeah,
resin
same thing.
too.
It's just smaller. You could make that guy on it, but that's the size. You couldn't do much more. You could go a little taller, probably a little bit more narrow.
Yeah, it's crazy because it doesn't have any print on it.
No print lines, and that's why that is the printer to use.
I was gonna do the filament, because I am gonna use it with my son, but I gotta figure out, I'll just start ventilation space and how I want to do it. And I was like, I gotta just build a little spot. My garage is just full of shit, so it's like I could, clean up my garage and have a nice spot up there where it prints.
Zombies. Man, zombies are so fun to sculpt.
Oh, that was gonna ask you. So I don't. Should I do the back of the head? Should I take this back further, or should I? Is it fine?
But if you're gonna make a full head mask, you would want the back of the head.
So I don't know.
If you're not, just do a front of the face mask.
Well, because what I was also thinking was he has that big hat.
Yeah.
So if I would find something to make or get for the big hat. So would I just connect the mask to it, or is it better just make the full mask and then the hat?
I would make the full mask and put the head on top of it. More than likely. My in-laws just got here today.
Oh, nice. Where are they?
Florida. And then my sister-in-law and her kids are coming. So we got a whole week of fun plan, but I just have so much work to do. Tomorrow I'm gonna come back in and sculpt 2 more zombies, and then Wednesday mold them all, and then I'm gonna get the molds over to Ashley's. I'm gonna pick up the other molds from Ashley. She's been running foam, and then I'll trade her so I can make some latex masks out of those molds, and she can run new foam, and then out of the new molds, and then we will. Our zombie board is well on its way. I got to make chests and hands still.
How do you make the hand?
Just gloves, like sculpt gloves.
Like you take like a base glove and sculpt over it, or how
No,
does like?
just sculpt on a hand cast, kind of what we're doing right here,
And then
and store them up.
does
Yeah.
it go all the way on, or does it go over the front?
Depends on. It really just depends. Sometimes, yes. The answer is yes. Got to get all that stuff done, but we're motoring right along on this movie, man. We got a bunch of the wardrobes coming. Caleb's gonna order a bunch of wardrobe stuff today, and then I got the motorcycle stuff figured out. The funny thing is, I was telling you about that demon bike.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it.
No.
Well, I was offered to get it. Yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, 100%. You can take it off my hands." I was like, "Awesome," but it ends up it's not the right bike. I had other parts I wanted to put on it,
Oh.
and they will not fit. I can't do it. So I ended up buying this really badass chopper that would be Rex's bike. And then I got Rex's. It doesn't run or anything. It's just a prop. You know, it means. I mean, it'll look cool. It'll look good.
I was gonna ask you about the wardrobe stuff. Would you let, like, for the background zombies, or even party girl? Well, I imagine no. But like, if someone wanted to be a background zombie, want to bring their own like kind of wardrobe to get dirtied up, would you let them do that, or how do you deal with that?
No, totally would. As long as they're aware that it's going to get ruined.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to come in with a rasp and a can of spray paint, make it look how I want it.
Right.
So yeah.
That's cool, because then they could keep that. And have,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. And only the hero zombies I'm a little picky about, but if they were like, hey, I have this and I really want to do it. Honestly, I haven't talked to her about it, but Carrie McGuire has been killed in the same shirt in every movie she's ever been in. That's kind of her thing. So if she wanted to like continue that, I would totally work with her on that.
Is that like a T-shirt or something?
I don't really remember what it looks like, but I would probably put like a duster or something over it because I'm trying to make these guys kind of cowboy zombies. But you know, the party goers are all Halloween costume based. I know Christy purchased her wardrobe based on my recommendation of some stuff I was looking at for her character Lace, and it looks awesome, and she'll be great. I know that quite a few people have started to get their stuff together, but then there's some that, like the biker jackets, I have to order those because I need them to look right and matching,
Right.
So there's just some stuff I have to do too. Which I think is cool. I like doing that stuff too.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's kind of like part production designer, part makeup artist, making the wardrobes. All look cool.
Did you guys already put Steals Your Skin?
It Steals Your Skin goes live on Tubi in August. And I did not get the premiere together. I don't know that I will because I've just been so busy. Lots to do. I got the wind kind of taken out of my sails. I wish I would have just put that $500 down and done it at the Palms, but I didn't have the money for that. And,
That was also when you were building the whole place.
yeah, I mean, everything was going on. So it didn't happen.
How is all that going at the theme park?
Oh, it's good. It's good. It is so weird to be running a business from 2 states away, or more than that, 2,000 miles away. It is so weird. I'm on the phone with my employees every day. We're trying to push marketing towards our side of the park and building banners and flyers and ads. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's crazy.
But it was the most labor-intensive thing I've ever done in the shortest amount of time. I mean, we built that whole attraction in 3 months, 70 days. But the days of installing it, me and Chris were on location and nothing was going right. Everything got damaged in shipping and
Did it get beat up pretty good in shipping?
destroyed. Like one full air conditioner destroyed, and all the doors were wonkadillas. I mean, everything went. Anything that could go wrong went wrong. There was this one moment at like 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. Sun's starting to come up. Park opens at 10, and I looked at Chris and I just go, "We're fucked." And I rarely get to that point.
Right.
I'm a serial optimist. I always believe that we can pull it off, and I'm usually the one being like, "Hey, come on, guys, this isn't that bad. This is normal." But I looked at him and I just said, "We're fucked."
Chris seems like he's pretty chill and mellow too.
He is extremely chill and mellow. I don't know if I've ever seen Chris lose his cool, actually.
Yeah.
Kayla likes to refer to our friends as dudes with moods from time to time. But, to which I say boobs with moods. So I think everybody that works at the Monster Museum gets a mood
My dude with
sometime.
moods is just that it's okay to be a dude with a mood. It's
Yeah.
all right.
It's okay. They don't have to be ashamed of
We
it.
don't have moods. Yeah, but there is something. I don't know. I used to work with some guys in the casino business, and we all have moods, but there's some dudes have there's some real moods.
My dudes don't have those.
Yeah.
They just sometimes.
Well, we don't have to go
I
there.
think that the guys and Kayla, they all link up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you guys are like a family around here too.
Oh,
so
we
it's like
see
that's
each
the-
other
yeah.
more than most families. It is definitely a wild experience here. No, it's good. It's great. And
Sometimes you got some limit to it, so the way it goes. So of the guys, which ones are gonna play zombies in the movie of your guys? Like as far as is Chris, Wally?
so Chris
Oh.
plays Jack.
Okay.
Who gets his head blown off. I will
Oh, wow.
probably have Chris double as a zombie in the background for sure. Wally will probably, I don't know.
You
We'll
said you
s-
kind of had to use him for his.
I need
skills,
both
right?
of them for their effects skills. That's why
Yeah.
I've limited their screen time. But that being said, like when the party chaos is going on or whatever, you know, it helps to have an effects artist in there that's pulling off like a blood gag
Right.
while acting. So Wally might get thrown in there in the party scenes. We'll see what happens. But really, I need those two to both be on call with blood and blood sprayers. That big fire extinguisher behind you, that's one of our blood cannons.
Oh wow.
And so they always have to be manning the cannons and being ready for whatever needs to happen. And,
Is that kind of what the? I mean, is that what you like? You use everywhere for that sort of thing when they do blood spray and stuff?
yeah, I use it a lot. Some people use Hudson sprayers. I think they're too weak, which is like a gardening sprayer. I can pump that thing up to 100 psi and blast you like
Wow.
Kill Bill, you know.
That's
And then I also have a sump pump that I'll use in a bucket of blood, and I can pump like 5 gallons of blood in a minute.
wow. When I made one of my short movies, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to do it, and so I got a big old super soaker.
Oh, that works
Like
great.
it was a massive one, and then we had this all from around my house from the time I was a kid. Like I don't even know if we ever actually used it. It was just this old weird hose head.
Yeah.
It was like a ball that just had a bunch of holes, tons of holes. So I taped that to the thing, but it worked. It came out good. It looked, you know, because it was the short was this guy getting his
Oh yeah,
weed
I
whacked.
remember.
Yeah,
I
so
remember.
I hit him with the weed whacker. It did a lot of work.
Ray Alien 90 says, "Fun, I want to make zombies."
Zombies are fun to make.
Terry's here. She made it.
Awesome, Terry.
Terry.
Terry had asked about coming. Do the subscribers get to come to Eddie's House of Monster preview night? And I said, yeah. And I made this whole thing that all the subscribers can come. And then she didn't come.
Is Terry Boulder City local?
I think
She lives
Henderson.
in Henderson. Steve wants to know what kind of pants. What kind of pants do you want me in? Any
Blue jeans. Biker jeans, Steve. Biker jeans. Black tank top, Steve. Just dress like yourself. With some boots instead of Vans.
No Crocs.
No Crocs. Absolutely no Crocs.
Crocs are just the trophy.
We will have, Steve likes Crocs and I hate them.
I'm wearing Crocs right
Oh,
now.
God, you're such a loser. I didn't know you were so lame.
Dude,
I
I'm
wouldn't even
so...
do this. I wouldn't even do this show with you if I knew that.
My wife, I remember when she bought them for me, and I'm like, honey, are you out of your fucking mind? I hate it. You know, like there's, I mean, you know, I'm not saying that they look cool, but I was still, I hadn't gotten old enough to wear them, and I didn't wear them for a while, and then I started wearing them, and I really haven't stopped.
I bought Steve a Monster Museum Crocs. I didn't buy it. My friend Dave Dent, who makes shoes for me, he made Steve some Monster Museum Crocs.
That's awesome.
Terry said she lives in North Las Vegas. The good part.
Is there a good part?
There's definitely a
There's
good part.
Like,
What if she's your mom's neighbor?
She could be my mom's neighbor.
Kayla's mom lives in North Las Vegas. Well, she really lives in Colorado, but she has a house in North Las Vegas.
Vegas is a very, maybe a lot of places like it, but it's a strange place where it's like, in some neighborhoods where you're like, this is not a good neighborhood, there's like these pockets of just peace, beautiful homes and nice things.
That's
and
how I
it's
feel
like,
about Down on Paradise.
Yeah, there's
like,
all that.
There's that nasty Smart and Final and In and Out, and it like feels real ghetto. And then you pull into a neighborhood, and you're like, "This is awesome."
Yeah,
This is like where Liberace lives.
yeah, yeah. It's weird. There's a lot of. One of my good friends, he passed away. He used to live across from Palace Station,
Okay.
which is like, you know, you don't want to be anywhere over there. And I remember he invited me over a handful of times. I was like, Jesus. And it's literally, there's that 7-Eleven there right across. You know, that street back. And like, once you're in that street, all those homes are just really nice, old homes. It's perfectly peace and quiet. I mean, it's just like, they're all well kept. Right? It's just crazy.
That is crazy.
I see him like, you don't walk through some like I would use that symbol and I was so afraid of it. Well, nighttime. But yeah, it's just, there's a lot of little cool pockets of homes.
Steve says he's graduated to agents. I don't know what those
I
are.
don't
Those are actually cool shoes, and I wore those a long time ago before they kind of found popularity. And I'll never forget my father-in-law, who's here today, probably wearing them. He goes, well, I don't want to say what he said. He made
He did not.
a off-collar comment about my shoes, and then 1 year later, he was wearing them.
What are hey dudes? Are these sandals too?
They're
or
like
something?
slip-on canvas, like cool guys.
Boat shoes or something?
Like
Vans sort of?
they are like Vans, but not. They're like canvas, and they're like real comfy, almost like slippers, but they're shoes.
I'll have to look into those. I actually just bought some slip-on Vans last week. And I can't wear them. My feet are so fucking
too
fat.
wide.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
have
wear them.
such wide feet. I haven't tried to wear them since I was a kid, but I was like, there's no way they'll fit in here. It sucks. So maybe I have to look at some hey dudes.
Yeah, you'll like them. They're comfy. They look cool.
They're not too cool.
They work with shorts and with pants.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are, yeah, those do. I don't know that they're that much cooler than Crocs.
They
but,
are. They are. They're totally.
They look like what your grandpa would wear at his old folks'
Maybe you
home.
could get some of those Lightyear ones.
That's kind of how I wear
I like-
all my shoes are like
Yeah.
grandpa shoes.
Yeah.
I wear Tevas.
Tevas are comfortable.
And I wear like Velcro shoes from Walmart. And real 90s basketball shoes that I could never afford when I was a kid.
The Velcro shoes from Walmart. I can see why you would make fun of Crocs. I mean, you're fashion. You have high fashion. You don't mess around
I
with
do.
the low level stuff.
In fashion, you think I'm Devlin.
Yeah, I do.
No, I was like, seriously, I made fun of Crocs for, I don't know, 15 years, since they came out to when I wore them.
Can you give me the brushes in the water bin there? No, the other one.
Oh.
They're all dried up.
Terry says, by the way, don't give me shit for missing the walkthrough. I'm suffering through all this,
Yeah. We appreciate you, Terry. You had quite a few people out for your little walkthrough you did, right?
Yeah, it was good. See, that was the crazy part. That felt like we were done. Like
Yeah.
all of a sudden we're like, it worked. That was great. Well, then we went to Indiana. We weren't done. We had to build the whole facade. We had to make it look cool. You know, like we didn't do that here. So I had to build all that roof line and all that had to happen on location with, like I said, everything that can go wrong was going wrong. I mean, it was a meteoric shit show. Not anybody's fault, you know, just
part of the
Murphy's
process.
Law, dude. It's just like containers didn't get there on time, so we were down a day of construction, and I mean it was wild. I can't really explain it. The only person that will ever understand is Chris, because he was there. And then my wife came for one day because we had a huge like technical difficulty. She had to come fix it, and I told her, I said, you helped us finish the trifecta here. We got blood, sweat, and tears. Because at one point at like 3 in the morning, she just broke down. And I was like, yeah, now you understand. We've done it. We've got blood, sweat, and tears.
Tears of elation or from frustration?
Oh, tears of, I think I ruined it all and it's not going to work. But then it came back. You know, it always works out. Always
It
works
does.
out.
As long as you don't give up the woodwork.
Terry said, it looked amazing. I loved watching the whole build.
Yeah, that was cool.
I really enjoyed doing it. I really enjoyed the fact that that exists online forever to look back on. I can say that my favorite part about it was that my son got to go partake and be part of it and work his butt off. My son worked his ass off. He's still recovering. Child labor laws were bent. I can say that. But he also got to ride roller coasters like a boss, and you know, he really did have the summer of his life.
Yeah, so I saw one of those videos where he was helping you or painting or something.
Yeah.
It was so cute. It's like very cool.
Yeah. I mean, at one point, it was the middle of the night. And Cooper's like, I'm gonna go run around the park, and I was like, okay. You know, and I started thinking about it, I was like, it's 2 in the morning and my 10-year-old is just off running around at an amusement park that's closed. A, coolest thing for him. B, worst dad decision. Like, I don't know who's here or like
did you see
what
kids
carny was
phantom
hired
of
to be their security, you know, guys or whatever.
What was that kids movie called? Phantom of the Park or something?
Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Yeah.
One of the greatest movies of all
Yeah.
time. Shot at Magic Mountain.
I
know if anyone showed that.
Oh, yeah.
If I did,
I love that movie so
That
much.
movie's awesome.
Chris says he got bigger roller coasters.
We got Beta roller coasters. Chris did too. We all got to go on the rides, and Cooper was getting like free food from me. He was
That's awesome.
doing it all.
Is that is it like a family-owned thing? Is
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is it just that, do they just have that one, or do they have more?
just one, and it's 100 years old. It's a very cool park.
You know, when I was young, I remember I had like ambitions of going around and seeing all these old, parks like that.
Yeah.
Because the main ones is all I think about, especially living on the West Coast. It's Disneyland, Universal, and Magic Mountain even opened. They finally closed.
Yeah. No, it's open still.
I think
There was a
Toy Story
fire
closed
there
recently.
last week.
Oh.
Yeah. They are talking about it. I saw fire. It didn't do any damage, but it was like under one of the roller coasters.
And I saw a video of like one of those roller coasters getting stuck for
Yeah.
multiple hours.
That was the brand new record-breaking highest roller coaster.
Fuck that.
And it got stuck on day one.
And it's being dark. It's a great job, but I think it doesn't have like flips. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted when I was a kid. I wanted things to
Wanna
go
go
upside
upside
down.
down. Cooper rode his ride at that park. It's called Steel Hog, and he rode it 18 times the first day.
Oh shit!
That was the first time he ever went upside down on a roller coaster.
That's crazy.
And he got this cool little captain's hat. Hitting all these high school chicks. He was like, hey, can I ride that? Oh, you gotta leave? I'm like, look at my son nagging it to the ladies.
That's awesome.
And he walked up to him and goes, this is how I make friends with the Hoosier Hurricane, which is this big wood roller coaster. And he's like, any single riders?
That's awesome.
He has no inhibition. He's like his dad. Nothing makes that kid nervous.
He seems so chill and mellow. Like
Absolutely not.
he's not.
No. He is a hyper maniac of a child.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, every time I've always been, he's so good
He's
in the
really
haunts and
polite
stuff.
too, though.
Yeah,
he's
he's
really
super polite.
and he's really polite with strangers and stuff. And that got him a long way at Indiana Beach too. Everybody loves the Cooper. He is great at the hunt. Oh, he came up with a hunt character yesterday.
How
My
fun.
son came up with this Jabberwocky great. He's gonna pull it off this year. He put foam noodles inside the arms of this stretch suit, and like it was terrifying. And
That's
so
awesome.
I had him hide behind the counter. I was like, Lily, get out of here. My daughter comes out. I'm like, hey, where's Cooper? She goes, I don't know. And he jumped out. He's like, no, God, get out. Oh, it was awesome. I was like, I am such a proud dad right now. I do think Cooper is going to embrace the haunted house as he gets older.
That's
I was always nervous. I didn't know if my kids would want this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But like building that theme park attraction was a big deal for him, and he understands. Like he watched us deal with the park and talk to the, all the powers that be and the security guys and the maintenance people and getting the crane to move it. And I think he really took a lot away from like what it. When most kids show up to an amusement park and they're like, oh yeah, this is here.
Yeah,
They don't.
they're born 10
Nobody
years,
thinks about
Yeah.
what it took to get that there. You know what I
Right,
mean? And
yeah.
how I think Cooper really understood that, which is very cool. I'm feeling this guy.
He looks fun, man. He's awesome, man. This is gonna be the action figure.
This is gonna be the action figure one.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think, and it'll be in the movie too. This will be Bobby Beamer's character. So he's one of our hero zombies.
Well, I think I've got.
Tomorrow I'm gonna sculpt Eric Hart's character, and
He's got a good zombie frame.
he's just great as he's a really good performer of the zombie. He's one of our hero zombies. And then my best friend Jamie is coming here for 4th of July. I wanted to invite your family and yourself.
thank you.
We do a 4th of July barbecue from noon till we walk down to see the fireworks here in Boulder, which if you've never seen, they're great and they're free.
You do it here at the museum or?
No, at my house.
Oh, it's your house.
My house. Do a big barbecue every year. What was I gonna say? Oh, Jamie's coming for the 4th of July. And so Sunday, July 3rd, we're going to go out and do some camera tests at night and Pahrump. And I'm going to put Jamie in full makeup and we're going to shoot her lumbering around the desert.
Fun.
And then I can cut it into the movie. So her
Are
and
you
her-
going to show any of that on
her
your
and her-
blog?
Yeah, that's going to be for the daily. Her and her daughter, Audrey, will get to be in the film. Her daughter, I'm not wanting any kids in this movie, but her kid is like 6 foot tall and skinny. Like, she's gonna look.
Calls from the boss over there. That's the little noises. I forgot to put it on
I don't hear her.
silence. Well, it just looks like a little beep and then it cuts my camera out for a second. I forgot to put it on.
Do,
He's working on, we're building our app, we keep building it, keeps developing and adding to it. But one of the really cool things that we're adding right now, that we're talking about, is the ability to, like, when we license a movie, or even if someone that makes movies with us, to put it in there, and we split filmmakers because it's not most filmmakers do work about their movie. The dream is like you're gonna make a movie that's worth $100 million and then it's easy to manage all that.
is it ever easy to manage all that?
Well, only because you have $100 million and you pay somebody to do it. Because no, it's
But
not.
with
easy to
$100
manage.
million comes the lawsuits and the disagreements,
yeah.
and look, Terrifier's in it right now.
Are they?
Yeah, the 31 Days of Halloween is trying to claim ownership of Art the Clown right now.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently, because he was a young filmmaker, this is news I read, this is hearsay. Apparently, forward for this long is crazy. And you know what the creator of 31 Days of Halloween guy said? Of, what is it, Ruckus Studios or Ravish, whatever it's called? Internet.
Somebody just got in his ear. Correct.
It's crazy, but he's kind of got paperwork to support his claim. But that's like if I made Las Vegas Frankenstein Part 2, if I made Bride of Frankenstein,
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with Las Vegas Frankenstein, didn't have this, it was a whole different movie.
Well, and the thing is like a lot of those, a lot of these agreements are just, they're almost built to just encompass everything.
Yeah.
And most of the times you can say, no, not that, and then it just goes away. But it's just, I remember when, it was when the World of Death, not World of Death, ABC's of Death, they had a
ABC's of Death.
competition.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, in their competition, if you're, I think even just entering the competition,
You're giving.
you were giving rights over to, and it was like 100 short films, but there was multiples of those that I saw. I think the Project Greenlight one was like that.
Yeah, Project Greenlight was like that.
And it's
But
just
they
like,
also guaranteed distribution for those that won. I mean, it was a big deal.
It was
Because
huge.
Feast is a real movie,
Yeah.
and that's from Project. I love Project Greenlight.
I do too. Well, and the point I was going to make there too is like that's a case where that's not an overreach.
No.
You know, like that's, and then a lot of times the people just get like from those cases like, oh yeah, that's what we ought to do. So that's too bad. Hopefully that works out for them.
It'll be interesting because it's kind of holding up part 4. But
Yeah, it's a weird. Even with, I saw that Obsession thing. There's a big.
I have not seen the movie, but I know about it.
There was a big thing online from the. 'Cause it's done so well.
Have you
set
watched it?
designer? No, I want to see it. I just
Oh yeah,
haven't had a
they're
chance.
complaining that they didn't make any money, but they got paid $300 a day. They got a non-union day rate, which is totally fair.
Totally.
That's crazy. Like if you
Yeah,
made a
because-
movie that I did the effects on and it hit, I cannot demand more money. That's just not how it works. But don't take the job.
Well, and it's,
There is no production job that you get to adjust your rate based on the success of the movie.
and it's also what's missed in that. I mean, in that case, that movie's a bigger movie with more money and stuff too. But it's like, it had every opportunity to lose hundreds. I think it was made for 300,000 or 700. I can't remember, 250,000. Not a huge budget.
But the thing
point
is, the creators had a huge YouTube following.
yeah.
And this is the future of our world. That is what makes them popular.
Yeah.
And it's not Spielberg directing a movie that anybody cares about anymore. It's this guy they've been watching since they were 9 years old.
Well, what was crazy about that case too is like that's not Terrifier.
Right.
That's a movie that went straight to theaters and hit the masses. And that woman, that girl, whatever, I think it was the woman that was the, what a dumb thing to do. Because, like, she probably could have got work. Like, that's a great thing to have on your resume. But I don't think that there's anyone in Hollywood that's
They
like,
wants to work with her now.
yeah, no one wants to work with her. Like, you just sound like an entitled asshole. And it's just the nature of movies. But the other thing I meant to say too is like most of these movies with that kind of money where people get paid those kind of rates, that's kind of the cool part about being, like you always get paid. A lot of the producers don't ever get paid, ever.
Right.
And a lot of and lose money and spend their own money, and so I don't know. It's easy to look at the end result and be like that's not fair. But if you weigh all of it, it's like.
Oh, I have a similar situation with a movie called The Poughkeepsie Tapes.
Oh, did you work on that?
I did all the effects in that movie.
Oh, for
Nobody
probably
knows.
did, but I don't know.
Because I don't have credit in it. I didn't get
Oh,
paid
really?
what I was worth. And then it was supposed to go theatrical, and then it got shelved, and all this stuff happened. But it's one of those movies that I should have done better on. I signed a bad deal.
What, like, were you supposed to get back end on it or
No.
something?
But I should have, based on their prior, I should have done my due diligence to not just take the job because I needed a job and negotiate a little better.
Right.
And I didn't.
And in the end, it's
And
like,
it beat me.
it's your,
And that happened.
it was your choice.
My shortcoming,
Yeah.
it had nothing to do with them. They're trying to produce the cheapest, most efficient movie,
And also when the girl was talking about her rate, I think she got paid like a total of like $7,000 or something. for
Which
her
is
work.
fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's 10% of, no, I guess I'm 70. Oh,
But the point is that it's like, how many cases are there of these great standout movies where like the lead actor made $5,000?
right.
Like, so. Alright, this is what I got for today. But
It's a good start.
it was a good start.
It's a good start.
Yeah, it'd be fun to make a master film. Yeah, or even just like a head for him to sit there for people to take pictures of it for
Yeah.
the festival. Coming in September. We've sold a few passes already. Which
Already?
I've always been so bad about. There's so much to do, like spending the time and effort to try to get the tickets sold. So then we're scrambling last minute. Trying to do that with that this year, but it was cool. We got a couple of VIP passes sold, weekend passes sold.
That's good.
Well, for a good turn.
I think it's gonna be a great festival. I've seen some of the movies and everything else.
Yeah, there's some good ones. And that's always fun. Just hang out and watch movies.
Well, I'm real stoked that you watch Hello, My Name is Gacy. I wouldn't say it's my proudest moment, but I love it like the rest. You know, like it's kind of like when you have that. It's like my retarded kid. You know.
But I think that like
Actually, what it's
I'll
like
tell
is
you-
I used to have 2 awesome pit bulls and this dumb pug. That's Hello, My Name is Gacy. My dumb little pug.
Well, I'll tell you why I liked it, like why I enjoyed it, and this is like my biggest critique on all movies, and how even with the film festival I think about things is it's like when I watch that.
That's
movie,
an interesting thing. Would you put Hello, My Name is Gacy into Sin City Horror Festival?
If
Not
I
that I'm
didn't know,
asking you,
yeah,
but
if I didn't know you, would I have selected it?
yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. Because if I'm being 100% honest, I because I watch so many, it sort of depends.
Right.
Because what I like to have is I mean, you want like polished things like an Obsession or something that
Sure.
feels, but at the same time, I like having fun things. And I think that the reason why I would say I considered it is like because the movie's a complete piece of what's meant to be.
Yeah,
That to me is
I've heard
always
you
the-
say that about
yeah,
other
that
movies
to me
before.
is what is one of my biggest factors is like if you make a movie and it's like not believable that that's John Wayne Gacy.
Right.
As long as you're not trying to be like, guys, look, this is really like if you're leaning into it, trying to make it like a Netflix special about John Wayne Gacy.
Well, that's how I felt about
Oh.
that Ed Gein thing with Charlie Hunnam. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not Ed Gein. And
Which
I
is-
couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch the
Either.
movie
I wanted
because
to watch
of
it
it.
so bad.
And other people say it was great, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I couldn't get past the first episode because that's not Ed Gein. And Ed Gein's a real person.
I didn't know much about Ed Gein, and that's why I was excited to watch it because I was like, oh man, I wanted to learn more about him.
Right.
And so then while I'm watching it, now I found myself, because there's something that just kept taking me out of it. And I kept like researching, like Googling, did this happen, what's this, your brother, blah, blah, blah. And it threw me out of it. I was just, didn't work.
I didn't like it. Nope, sir. Didn't like it. But I do love that you watched Hello, My Name is Gacy.
Yeah,
I like that you support your friends in that way because it's hard for me sometimes to watch somebody's movie if I think I might not like it. And I've told you about that movie being weird. And that's like my only answer for it is it's weird. It's not that I do really like it. And every time I put it on, I can't stop watching it because it is addictive. But it's just not that fun. It is fun, but it's not that summer camp fun that my movies normally are. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And
And that's okay. It's allowed to be different. It's a different movie, and it was made a different way. But I like my movies to be fun. You know.
And that's why, like, when you ask if I would have played it, the reason why I probably wouldn't have played it or chose it is just because of, like, I think it needs the right audience to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I'm really, like,
I
aware
think
of.
it has found in a way. I've heard some people say some really nice things about it, and
Yeah.
I think it has found a certain type of audience, and maybe that comes with the fact that it's not a true horror film. It's based in true crime and dreaminess, but it's just one of those things. Like I'll never know the formula. That was just here's the thing: as a filmmaker and an artist, if you have something to say, sometimes you just gotta say it and get it out, and that's what that was. Like, I just wanted to get it out of my system and finish it, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did. And I'll tell you one thing. It's no shadow of doubt. I think this is going to be my favorite movie I ever made.
Well, I'm excited.
I'm loving it. I love this. I love chunky, nasty, rotten
Fun
corpses.
zombies.
And
This guy.
look at these guys. Like, this guy's coming at you all lumbering like, ah,
Yeah, that guy's amazing.
I love the big old teeth.
All my zombies have these big snaggle teeth. All right, guys, we're done.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next